Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Whew. We have a big morning waiting for us, guys. Guys, that's gonna be an amazing morning, but I'm gonna finish this day exhausted, okay? I didn't say hi. Hello, hi, I'm Laurent. I'm gonna watch The Walking Dead season 11, episode 11. That's it. Today it's a big day. This episode of The Walking Dead, the last episode of the season 2 of Euphoria, and the first episode of the last season of Peaky Blinders. That's gonna be something. Just a warning, if you're interested by my reaction videos about Peaky Blinders, I'm gonna react to it, I'm gonna watch the new episodes each time that they are out, each Sunday. So I'm gonna react to it, and for sure I'm gonna post my reaction videos on my Patreon each Tuesday. But on YouTube, I don't know how it's gonna be, because last time, for the last season, it was really an issue. Videos were blocked, and even if I tried a lot of things, nothing was working at all. So I had to find a way to put the reaction part on another platform and all. So this time I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put everything on my Patreon. So if you guys are interested, you can go there, and I will post them on YouTube when the show will be on Netflix. It was working when it was on Netflix, but not before that. So that's just a warning if you're interested like that. So see, 3 different shows today with a lot of things with it. So I decided to begin with The Walking Dead, because you know the last episode of Euphoria of that season 2, and after that the first episode of Peaky Blinders, I think that I'm gonna go like The Walking Dead, Euphoria and Peaky Blinders to have my emotions like that, you know, to not begin with already a big emotional episode. Like, I'm not ready for that. Like, if I'm doing that, if I'm beginning with a big emotional episode, how I'm gonna finish the day? Like, I can't finish the day like that. So I have to make things grow like that. So I really hope that this episode of The Walking Dead is not gonna be emotional, you know, like I need it to be like a usual episode of The Walking Dead, like it was last week. It was okay for me, fine for me. We had stuff like action moments, we had also political discussions, we had things also for shippers, we had a lot of things like that, and an episode like that. I need an episode like that. I thought about it, you know, the last time that this show made me cry, it was, I think, it was a long time ago, you know, that I cried for The Walking Dead. I had some tears at some moments, you know, like when we met Glenn's kid, when Carol talked about Henry, for sure, you know, during some moments like that. But really a scene that they created which made me cry, even, you know, for Alden's death, I think that I had some tears, but I didn't cry. And you know me, you know that I'm really an emotional person, so when I cry for good. So I can't remember the last time that I really cried for The Walking Dead. Oh, and I want to talk about it also during the intro. I don't understand at all how they are promoting that final, you know, that second half of the final season of The Walking Dead. I had the impression that they were really promoting well the first half of the season, like this is the final season, stuff like that and all. But this second half of the season, I really don't understand how they are promoting it. The show on itself is really great. I mean, the new episodes are great each time, I'm enjoying them. But how they are communicating about them on their Twitter, you know, with their tweets and all, and also everywhere, or maybe more nowhere. And also on their platforms, the fact that each Sundays it's an issue that for the fans, you know, the hardcore fans who paid to have access to this episode 1 week sooner, the fact that the platform is broken, you know, each Sundays, I have the impression that they already gave up on the show. I mean, really, for me, the tweets, all of the promotion feels off, like it's not the final season, like it's a regular season and stuff like that. Guys, it's the final season of your show. Each episode should be promoted like something big is gonna happen. You're gonna see one of your favorite characters doing that and that. Like, it should be more intense, it should be more passionate. Like, really the tweets are just right there to be like, that's it, that's the new episode. I have that weird feeling that they are giving up on it, or maybe they are just keeping that for the last episode, and for me that's not the good way to do it. For a show like that, like 11 seasons, and all of what it was, you know, at the beginning, all of the fans that it has, okay, we're not that much anymore, like we lost a lot of people along the way, but I don't know, you know, The Walking Dead, the first season, it was such a thing that for the last season, you know that it's the last season, you can prepare stuff for that last season, promote it really, like you promote the first season. In fact, do you understand what I mean? Like to make a good homage to that show which represented so much when it was out, but also during all of these years, during all of these 11 seasons, for so many fans which are really invested, you know, into it, active about it, you know, stuff like that. You need to do more for the show, to make a good homage for the show, but also for the fans who stayed that long. Really, for me, the thing about the platform, the fact that a lot of people, everyone has trouble to just have access to the new episode each time, you know, it's really the proof of how they are dealing with this final season and stuff like that. I'm not gonna talk about the fact that they are blocking the videos randomly, I mean the reaction videos randomly, and they are taking all of the tips of all of the creators, even little ones like me. They are doing that. Okay, they have the rights on the show. I'm okay with that, yes and not, because I'm respecting the fair use rules, and I consider that I'm respecting the fair use rules even more than, you know, I should. But okay, why not? You're taking the tips, you're taking the credits, all of that, as long as you're not blocking the videos, it's okay for me. But the fact that they are promoting their show sometimes with our videos, you know, like with reactors, making resume, you know, with the reactors, how they reacted to stuff and all, I find that really hypocrite. And it's bothering me, but it's like that since seasons, since the beginning, you know. For me, when I began to react to this show, they did that since the beginning. So it's not a surprise, it's still existing, I don't have new things to say about it. So just, yes, the way that they are promoting this final season feels off. This success on the platform, it's not normal, you know, for the ones who are paying, that's really bad. They are your hardcore fans, they are the ones who are really there for the show, so it's not fair, it's not right. I have some issues with that. Not with the show itself, not with the episodes, but really with the ones who are broadcasting it. I think that you are dealing with all of this situation badly. That's my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. If you want to have my opinion about the last episode, go watch my reaction video about the last episode. If it's not blocked, stop. Go watch my reaction video about the last episode. It was really about the Commonwealth, our guys discovering the Commonwealth, the functionment of the Commonwealth, all of the police, maybe a resistance waiting into the Commonwealth, stuff like that. We'll see what we're gonna have during this episode. You know that I'm not watching trailers for episodes to not have spoilers. If you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have this episode earlier. Right there, it's sooner during the day because of how late they are to release each episode. Normally it's one day sooner. Right now I can just offer you sooner during the day, but it's still with an extended hour for reaction part. I can't know that in advance, so check the description to know if I put the extended or the full one. And it's the best way to support me because, as you understood, right there on YouTube with The Walking Dead, nothing. Really nothing. So if you want to support me, go on my Patreon. Let's go for this episode. And really, I want it to be a regular one. I want to be afraid for the characters, to care for them, to have some good moments with them, to be mad and sad, okay, but I don't want to cry because really my morning is gonna be like that. Euphoria after that, Peaky Blinders after that. I programmed it like that, okay? Let's go.
I woke up early. Hold on, I'm almost finished.
You wrote a novel? Eugene.
Several early scenes lack context intentionally, which will be made clear in the subsequent events now unread chapters.
Trust her and believe into you.
Hello. And I'm not copy.
Oh, girl.
Oh, I'm smart.
You made a
I
key
want to
for her.
very much see more of you.
You made a key for her.
Because it is
Oh, you
clear
do.
it is a key to my apartment. I love you.
It's the first time? I was afraid for some seconds. I'm proud and glad. You have a good apartment in comparison of your friends?
And relax. I'm serious. When a woman tells you that she loves you, believe her.
That's a good advice. Again, trust her and believe into you. Is it really happening like we are into The Walking Dead? It feels really surreal. No. Why? She had an issue. Something happened. Oh, it was her apartment. Okay, it makes more sense. What happened?
Stephanie, it's Eugene.
She was not lying to
Are you there?
You know that during the last season, I mean the first half of the season, I was scared of that, but
Stephanie!
you're leaving? To go where, my dear? You know that you can't go anywhere?
Trooper Davis has a story to tell. He wouldn't rescue the kid out of Commonwealth for no reason.
A statement from his doctors backing up his PTSD.
Oh. I don't
Let's
trust
talk
him.
to him.
He spoke of thousands more like
A resistance. Oh, you're attacking her.
You should be printing what really happened. Instead, you want to paraphrase what Governor Milton said in her press release.
No, Connie, I want you to paraphrase Governor Milton's press release.
You're okay to just be a communication
Well, if no one's here,
newspaper.
no one's
Tyler Davis, does he have a lawyer? What are the charges against him?
Hello, Mercer. If he's intervening,
ask to perform a wellness check.
no, she's still alive, don't worry. But she left, which is weird. To go where? Haha. What is your plan, the two of you? What's next?
Probably sounds crazy, but I think I'm better out here than this thing.
Doesn't sound crazy at all.
She's the same.
I want you to see how this place works because I want you to be a part of
Where you are now?
Man,
it. Partly.
I don't have the word in mind right now, but clearly, guy.
On the one hand, you've got the mercenaries. They're in it for the money. Whatever psychological itch their position allows them to scratch. Patriots. The true believers. The ones who want to do good. And whether they are or not, that's the other debate. But in their hearts, they're there because they believe in the organization.
You make a true believer out of him?
I read your file. You're here because you're smart. I think you'll be able to help me deal with this asshole.
What? That's a good shot. But what do you want from her?
Like dealers or smugglers?
Huh? I thought of drug dealers.
We're smugglers. This place is not exactly undercover. But
It's illegal, yes, it felt like a secret.
we use the poppies to make opium for the hospital.
Told you what was gonna happen.
Motel.
And I asked you to manage.
Talking and processing this last batch.
You're making
Told you to
opium
know
like
sausage
drugs.
race. Swear to order properly.
Also the flaws of the old society.
Go ahead, check it out.
Number 2.
You're gonna go on a presto? Yeah. Hello. You're not gonna be friends, right?
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Are you home?
You're a good friend, Princess.
We expect your parameters.
Oh, Eugene. You want for it maybe a little crazy?
There's an empty dish.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't make lasagna. People just always have to let you in if you carry food.
When the CA gave up the search, I decided to investigate Stephanie's disappearance myself.
How many days ago she disappeared?
But I despaired of the best of me. That is until the chains in Canada put me on the train.
It's like an old detective show with a mystery guy.
Sir! Sir! 3 days ago, we were seen
3 days?
at 7 p.m.
Right now it was 3 days.
Stairs. I don't remember this. Well, sir, someone near and dear to me's gone missing, and you may have seen something that found out we found. 3 days ago, approximately 7.
Are you with the resistance or the police guy?
Yeah, I got called in to fix a clogged sink.
Do you remember seeing her there?
No. We done?
I sincerely apologize for having troubled you. If there's a better time, I wish we could talk.
How Eugene?
There were no city service cards on the street
For
that night,
what
nor was he
reason she
wearing any sort of
would
identifying uniform or carrying any tools. I found it very peculiar. To start with, his name is Roman Calhoun, and he is most definitely not a plumber.
Nah, Eugene is on a mission. Now that I think about it, he's really going on the Carrie Mathison mood, like. And now really playing with all of the codes of these old detective shows.
They usually arrive alone and depart shortly thereafter.
She was kidnapped by the government or something.
They might be from the resistance, these guys.
Work transfer request signed by Stephanie on the day of her disappearance. The man who filled in for her at the radio room that day told me she gave no notice whatsoever that had come for her. When she eluded them, they filed that false work transfer to cover up her disappearance.
I think that you're going on the wrong direction.
Our only hope is for me to expose them before they find her.
I think that you're gonna expose the wrong person.
Houses this year?
Maybe the resistance, you know.
It's not that I'd ask you just do it for fun.
You get a raise, but they earn it. Incentives. Produce more. Make more.
You're worried about the girl? Did she recognize, you know, stuff that she did when her husband was like that with her? That's a good one. Mercer, you have something right there. All by myself, I did all of that.
Then this is the part where you ask me the questions they sent you.
They sent you questions?
It's been a month since former Lieutenant Davidson been in the hospital under armed guard. What is he being charged with?
That's not one of the questions.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that Romy took hostage? Was your sister?
She was?
Regrettably, the answer is my sister don't have a goddamn thing to do with it.
Yes, I don't think also. But she said to him, you know, to the guy, I'm with you, like, I'm one of you. I understood that she meant that she was not that rich, she was also an employee, something like that, but maybe she meant that she was also part of the resistance?
If I were you, I might wonder why I'm out here digging for answers that we both know we never see the